What is going on, everybody? Andrew Green here with AJG Fishing. Look, real quick, I want to give y'all some tips on one of my favorite techniques, and probably something I rely on no matter where I go, and that is a crankbait. Right now, if you're just getting into fishing with these guys, the options are pretty much unlimited as far as color goes. And I've noticed a lot of people when they want to get into it, that's what they want to know. Which color do I use for this? When do I do this? All that. Here's the deal. Color matters, but it is by far not the most important factor when you choose a crankbait. There's three things that you're going to think about when you fish a crankbait. Okay, the first one is speed, the second is depth, and the third is angle. Now I'm going to break down those three things and kind of a real quick description on when to do what. All right, now to start with speed, right? Typical rule is the hotter the water, the faster. The colder the water, the slower. Right now, that's not always the case. I guess that would be more of a general misconception, right? I determine the speed that I fish one of these guys at mainly on water clarity, right? The dirtier the water, the slower I want that retrieve to be. The cleaner the water, the faster I want the retrieve to be to kind of try to trigger a reaction. Now the second is angle. Okay, now what do I mean by angle? Let's say you're going down a bank, right? And there's stumps that are off the bank in about 3 feet of water. And then from that, it just kind of drops into, 10, 15, there's not much out there. Your strike zone is right by those stumps in 3 feet. Now, if I'm out in the channel, casting directly towards those stumps and coming back to the boat, I'm only in the strike zone a little bit of that cast. What I would want to do is parallel those stumps and make casts to where they stay in that strike zone from that angle. So instead of in the channel facing the bank and coming back towards the boat, make the boat parallel the bank, cast ahead, and keep the bait in the strike zone. Now depth is definitely a key factor, and a lot of this is determined by the lip on the bait. See, this is a pretty standard square bill, but it's got a little bit longer lip. This is like a 5 to 8 foot running lure. And what you want to do is always select a crankbait that's runs a little bit deeper than the depth of water that you're fishing. Now, that doesn't mean the depth of water the boat's in. That means the depth of water that the bass are in, right? So you want that crankbait to contact bottom or contact whatever that cover is. Anyway, hope this helps you out. Don't get too hung up on color. Yes, it matters. It is not the most important thing. Speed, depth, angle. Keep those in mind. You're going to catch more fish.